It was 2012, the height of the conflict in Afghanistan. The midday sun beat down on a dusty village checkpoint manned by U.S. troops. Heat shimmered above the cracked earth. The air was tense. Every villager watched the soldiers with a mix of fear and exhaustion. Private Sarah Carter stood at the front line, her rifle raised, her heartbeat steady. She was trained, disciplined, focused. Her squad had received intel. A suspected insurgent was hiding in the area, maybe preparing an attack. That meant one thing. Anything could be a threat. A motorcycle, a loose jacket, a hand reaching too fast. Even a mother with a child. And then it happened. A woman in a torn dress stepped out from the crowd, her face pale with terror, her hands shaking. A baby, wrapped in cloth, pressed tightly to her chest. Two small boys followed her, both barefoot, both crying. Sarah raised her rifle instantly. Her training kicked in. No civilians cross the line. Anyone charging the checkpoint is a threat. She shouted, "Stop! Do not move!" But the woman didn't stop. She kept running, faster and faster, directly toward the soldiers. Behind Sarah, two other soldiers aimed their rifles too. The air froze. This was usually how suicide attacks happened. A fast approach, a layered cloth, a desperate face. Everything screamed danger. Sarah's finger rested on the trigger. Just one pull, one single ounce of pressure, and the woman would fall. Her sergeant shouted from behind, "Carter, take the shot!" But Sarah hesitated. Something felt wrong. The woman wasn't screaming in anger. She wasn't shouting threats. She wasn't reaching for anything. She was crying, begging, looking behind her, not at the soldiers. Sarah saw something no one else noticed. She wasn't running toward the soldiers. She was running away from something. The sergeant yelled again, "Last warning, take the shot!" Sarah swallowed. Her heart pounded. And in that split second, she made a decision most soldiers would never risk. She lowered her rifle. The other soldiers gasped. The sergeant roared in anger. But before anyone could argue, Sarah sprinted forward. She grabbed the woman's arm, pulled her and the children behind a mud brick wall, and threw her body over them. And then, a massive explosion ripped through the village. The earth shook, windows shattered, dust and smoke swallowed the air. The woman's house, the one she had run from, was gone. Obliterated. She hadn't been rushing a checkpoint. She was escaping a death trap. An insurgent, cornered by soldiers earlier that morning, had rigged the home with explosives. No one knew. No one expected it. If Sarah had fired her weapon, the mother would have died, the children would have died, and two American soldiers standing nearby would have died too. Her mistake became the decision that saved them all. The mother held Sarah's hand and whispered, "Shukran, shukran," "Thank you," over and over, tears running down her face. The boys clung to Sarah's uniform like she was a guardian sent from the sky. But not everyone saw it that way. Back at base, Sarah was reprimanded. "You ignored orders. You put the squad at risk. You hesitated." For days, she faced quiet criticism, whispers behind her back, cold looks from soldiers who believed she should have pulled the trigger. But then, something changed. The village elder visited the camp. He carried a written testimony from dozens of villagers who said, if not for the woman soldier, the children would be dead. Sarah's commanding officer read it slowly, then nodded. And in a private ceremony, Far from cameras or awards, Sarah was quietly commended for exemplary judgment under extreme duress. Years later, Sarah would say something powerful. In war, you train to see threats. But that day, I saw a mother. Her choice reminds us of something humanity has forgotten again and again. Courage isn't always pulling the trigger. Sometimes courage is refusing to. And because of that one brave act, a mother lived, 3 children survived, and a tragedy was prevented. All because a soldier trusted her heart more than her fear.